Techno. Today I just felt like making a whole bunch of techno. As you know, I make more pop kind of influenced electronic dance music, and I have like 4 or 5 songs pretty much ready, just trying to find a label. Worst case, releasing it on my own label. And I released a song on Lost Frequencies label a month ago, which is called Watch Me Burn. And the next song on his label will be released at the end of the month, called Save the Day. If you're interested to pre-save it, I'll link it down below. And both of these songs were a little like clubbier than my usual stuff, a little more techno, melodic techno, like a real techno guy would never call it techno. It's more melodic techno with vocals. But I felt like today, since I don't have any vocals laying around anymore, just making some instrumental stuff and make it even slightly more techno. Let me show you. There's some ideas, would love to share them with you. I used to ghost produce quite a lot of like melodic techno and techno back in the days, so I'm quite familiar with the style. So would you follow me, follow me? All of these songs, rough ideas, that's what I always do, rough ideas, pick the best one. This one right here is quite interesting. The main sound is a Diva preset that I tweaked quite heavily. Added a bunch of effects. We got Valhalla Vintage Verb, we got a chorus, we got a H delay, and we got a tape delay. Sounds like this. I already have some automation on there, just to make it a little more interesting. Let me play you like the very end of it and the drop. Again, very simple. Techno is something that is, on the surface, very simple because it's less elements, less musical elements, but it has to have more punch and more darkness, like hitting that right style. It's quite hard. This one is still not dark enough, but let's go through some of the elements. The kick. Made it with kick 2. Very simple, just like a little bit longer than usually. Like these techno kicks, they need more sustain. They actually like, they're part of the bass. Then usually a sub bass, but this one right here just has like a sustained bass line. And that's definitely the one factor that makes this more melodic techno than really techno. Real techno usually has like a sub bass that is playing just one note, sometimes just in the offbeat, sometimes a groove, but very straightforward and simple. Then we get some drums right here. Quite a lot of reverb just to fill it out, because again, we're quite minimal. There is a lot of room, there is a lot of space. We need to fill it with something, otherwise it just sounds bland and boring. And the main synth. Simple, groovy, maybe add some atmospheres, maybe add some ear candy and automate a bunch more, make it a little darker, maybe some more percussions to make it faster, maybe actually even making the entire song faster to 126, 128 BPM. But so far, not bad. Let's switch to another one. With this one, I'm not sure yet. Like it has like a cool main sound to it, which again is the main problem. It's an Omnisphere sound. Sounds amazing, but it's detuned in itself and you can't tune it back to normal again, because as you know, Omnisphere is using samples and one of these samples is already in itself detuned. So there's, I think, nothing I can really do. But let's listen to it. that's the wrong one. That one right here. I just love it. I don't know why. It just has this progressive house kind of vibe. It just like instantly catches me. Right here we got a little bit of OTT, 36%, upward, downward compression. Just push it a little more. Channel EQ, getting rid of the low end. And then decapitator to give it that little crunch. Let's play it with and without. It's actually quite a lot of crunch, but I like it. And just that part with like kick and bass is already quite convincing. That's like the rough main idea of the song. Let's listen to kick and bass really quick. Yeah, straight up techno. That's techno. I used Klopfgeist, which is like a Logic plugin. It's actually made to make like the click sound of the metronome. It's not meant to actually use it in any kind of other way really, but I just like pitched it down and got a sub bass that is just like a sine wave. Very simple. You can dampen it, change the tonality to make it shorter or longer. Kick is probably, again, yes, kick 2. A little bit different kick that goes nicer with the bass. And then I just tried out some like A and B parts to see where this song could lead to. Let's maybe try out this section right here. Again, very simple, just trying out stuff to see what could work. I actually really like the sound that is on the one. It's just like a bass layer. It's kind of cool. You could also just drop it without like this ARP kind of sound. And then later on I tried out some of these noisy plugs that I love to put in my songs. I don't know, let's see. But that's like what I did the entire day, like 5, 6 more of these, like just rough ideas again, pick then the best one and turn it into a full song. Like the ideas are already there. That's usually just like half an hour to an hour because again, it's techno, melodic techno. There is not a whole lot to it on the musical side. So usually the time that I spend making the idea, the melodic idea, is maybe 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes max. Then it's sound designing, rough sound designing, because this music is so depending on actually the sound design that it's part of the melody actually. If you have like a cool synthesizer, the melody needs to be played in a certain way. If you have a synthesizer with a lot of delay, a lot of reverb, you need to have more space between the notes. Otherwise it's just like mudding everything up. So the sound selection, sound development, the sound creation, maybe another half an hour to an hour until I'm happy. Kick, bass, drums in there just to have like a groove in there, an initial one. The groove isn't that important. I usually just stick to the kick because the rest I can just imagine. And then the rough idea is kind of done. I then let it like on my computer just sit for a while, think about it, listen to the bounced out version, and then when I feel like it's the one or the best one, I will work on it. And that part usually can take 10 hours, 20 hours, 30 hours, 40 hours, just like finishing it, like getting it to 100% done, especially the last 10%, like the ear candy, the fine tuning, mixing, EQing, compressing, limiting. Usually takes the longest because you kind of like your ear fatigues really fast and you can get kind of stuck really fast and in a loop, like where you like, I don't know, EQ the kick, lower it, make it shorter, and then it's too short, then you make it longer again, then you adjust the bass to it, and then that doesn't fit again, and then something else again. It's like a puzzle that is really hard to solve, but if you just stick to it, you should be able to pull it off. Some songs go fast, some slow. That's just how it goes. Let me know how you like this kind of style. I haven't done something like this in a very, very long while, but it's fun. It's just like kind of stupid in a way, without like saying anything negative about techno. It's like the stupid good, like the straightforward, just kick bass in your face, just works. I love that. Anyways, let me know if you ever tried to do techno, melodic techno. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Is there anything else you want to share with me? Just leave it in the comments. Tomorrow back again here in the studio. Probably no music making. Tomorrow something special.